deuce. But turn over an 8, and you just might lose on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jeanne.
Thank you, Dad. You didn't trip or anything. Hello there. Welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you for joining us. Thank you especially for joining us at home. You're very kind. Thank you. And for the opening poem, we'd like to thank Phyllis Williams of San Diego, California, watching on KCST Channel 39. Thank you, Phyllis. Now let's open the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. Janice and Chris will load them in. Here come our Card Sharks. Dave Single, our champion. Hi, Dave. Good to see you again. Get a little reminder about you.
Well, I'm Dave Zingle. I'm from beautiful Hartford, Connecticut. I'm an industrial salesperson, and just can't believe I'm still here.
You're doing very well. Dave decided to stay over on his holiday a little later. It paid off. $5,900 so far.
Bet.
Dave won. Our challenger, Jeanne Abshire. Hi, Jeanne.
Hi, Jim.
Good to see you again. And again, a reminder about you.
I'm Jeanne Abshire, and I'm from beautiful Chicago, Illinois, and I'm glad to be here tonight.
Well, it's nice to have everybody and happy about their hometown. You're happy to be here today as well, aren't you,
Today,
Jeanne?
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Nice to have you. You got the cards, both of you, at the beginning of the match?
Yes.
All right, let's pick up where we left off. We played the best 2 games out of 3. As we left off, Dave, the champion, won game number 1. We're in the middle of game 2. As a matter of fact, looking at the board, Dave with a 6 needs 2 cards to win. Janelle only needs 1, but she's up the middle with an 8. We are at sudden death. Someone has to win this game on this play of the cards. As we left off, Janelle, the question goes to you. We asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, when a married man has an affair, is he looking for sex or companionship? How many psychiatrists said a married man who has an affair is usually looking for companionship?
I'm going to say that men are usually looking for companionship. I am. I'm going to say, you're talking about psychiatrists. You asked
These are
psychiatrists.
psychiatrists, yes.
So they've been talking to them, and they've been getting down to the bottom of the problem like they're supposed to do, and I'm going to say that number is going to be right around 56.
56 out of 100 psychiatrists said more than sex, they're looking for companionship. A married man having an affair, higher or
You
lower?
know, I agree with her, but I have to say that's going to be just a little bit higher.
A little higher than that,
Little
even
higher.
more. Interesting. If it's higher, you'll have control. If not, it'll be Janelle. The actual number of psychiatrists who said a married man who has an affair is looking for companionship is 36, not higher. No, I'm afraid it's the other they're looking for. Janelle, you have control. You have an 8. You won the question. You could, of course, change it. Try to turn over 1 card. Or you can pass it to Dave, who has a 6. He must play it. He needs 2. Big decision. Play or pass?
Okay. I'm going to be really nice, and I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. Dave, if you can turn them both over, you're the champion. 1 mistake, and we have a tie with a 6.
Higher!
Higher than a 6.
Yes!
An 8. Oh, up the middle and the big call.
Higher!
Higher than the 8. No! Janelle wins it and ties up the match. Got that tough middle card to deal with there. We have a tie, and yeah, it seemed like the logical choice, but you never know. That means we set up for the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here, 2 good players, right down to the wire. Dave, we asked 110-year-old children to complete the following phrase. Don't look a gift horse in the what? How many 10-year-olds knew the phrase is don't look a gift horse in the mouth?
You know, they have enough to learn at 10 years old. I think that's going to be low. I would say about 35.
35 out of 100 10-year-olds knew don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
10-year-olds, these days are pretty smart. I'm going to say that number 35. I'm going to say it's going to be just a little bit higher.
A little
just
higher
a little
than
bit
that?
higher.
Incidentally, out of the 100, 3 of them don't look a gift horse in the... said exactly what you thought they said, 35 and higher. The actual number of 10-year-olds who knew the phrases don't look a gift horse in the mouth is 8. That's all, just 8. Dave starts off with control in the tiebreaker. And Dave has a king. Lower than a king, a 4. For the championship, is it higher? Yes, Dave wins it. And goes again for the big money. Janelle, we have to say goodbye, but you did hit 1 right on the button,
Yes,
so
I
in addition
did.
to the 100 for the game, you've got $600 altogether. Some nice party.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Janelle Abshire. Thank you, Janelle. And Dave Zingle, come down here with me, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Dave, you're doing great, and you now have an even $6,000, and he's going to go for a lot more with the money cards right after this. Even $6 grand.
Really well.
Back with our champion, Dave Zengel. You cut the money card?
Yes, sir, I did.
Let's get over there to business. Come on, Dave. Let's play those money cards right now. Here we go. And Chris and Janice will start dealing them out. And the money you've got already, you can put that in the bank because we're going to give you new money over here. $200. 3 cards to bet as you will on the bottom line. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half. Here you're on your own. If you get a double, you don't lose. We'll just carry it over. Good luck. Here's $200. And you can change the base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Chris. We'll start Dave off with 200 and a 7.
Change that. Change it.
You can only change it once, so you must play this one. What a king!
All of it
Great change.
Lower.
How much?
All of it.
All of it. $200 that this card is lower than a king. Yes, with an 8.
Whoa. $50 lower.
And the minimum bet, $50 lower than the 8. Ooh. Great trade for $50 though. $350 and a
All
king.
of it higher.
Higher?
Or lower.
Lower. $350 lower than a king. Yes.
Woo.
$700 on this level. Very nicely done. We move up to 5 and give you the other 200. You have 900.
I'm going to change that 5.
Doesn't like the 5. One of those borderline cards. Did he make a good decision? Well, a 10.
I will bet $200 lower.
$200 lower than a 10. Ooh. Well, careful now. Down to 700 with a queen and 3 cards to go.
$500 lower.
Likes that queen. $500 lower. Yeah. $1,200 and again near the middle.
Oh, I got to do something here. I will bet $500 higher.
$500 on a 7. I hope he's right. That is a big gamble. Is he right? Higher?
Ooh.
No. That was a surprising bet, Dave. It did not pay off because now you have a great card for the big bet with $700.
I'll take all of it higher.
And now he's going for $1,400, and this card is higher. Yeah, with a big ace. $1,400. Oh, if you had held back on that bad card, the 7. Wow. What prompted you to bet so much money on a 7?
Well, I figure I came here with nothing. I might as go away with something.
You bet more like that, and that's exactly what you will do. No, so far, he's doing good. $7,400. We'll be back with a new opponent after this.
It looks...
Okay, Dave, 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Hello there, Nancy Lumsden. Nice to meet you. Won't you tell us about Nancy Lumsden?
I'm Nancy Skelton, and I'm originally from Houston, Texas.
Is it Nancy Skelton?
Nancy Skelton.
Oh, I beg your pardon. We had the wrong last name.
I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I now live in Santa Monica, where I'm in property management. I have 4 lovely children and 1 great-grandchild, and I'm very happy, and I'm tickled to death to be here.
Great-grandchild?
Yes, great. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say great-grandchild?
Yes.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Grandchild?
Grandchild.
Oh, okay. And another generation.
Well, maybe something's gone on that I don't know about.
You got to go home and count them more often. Nice to have you here. You cut the cards?
Yes, I did.
Good luck. Starting the best 2 games out of 3 with a question to Dave, the champion. Dave, our man on the street, went to a nudist camp in Southern California. Sounds redundant. Our man on the street went to a nudist camp there. Just walking down Hollywood Boulevard. No one noticed. Our man on the street went to a nudist camp in Southern California where he asked 100 women, when you meet an attractive man at a nudist camp, is the first thing you look at his face? How many women nudists said when they first meet a nude man, the first thing they look at is his face?
Well, you know, I think there's a lot more than the face to be seen in a nudist camp, really.
Possible?
And you got to consider the reason why they're there. And, you know, they think bodies are beautiful. That's one of the reasons they're there. I would say that would be a high number.
That would look
or a
at the
low
face.
number. A low number. I would say that'd be about 35.
35 out of 100. The first thing they looked at is the face. Higher or lower?
Well, I'm sorry. I believe that they also believe that bodies are beautiful, but they also believe bodies are natural. And I think they would look at the whole person. I really do, without any shame. So I say that number would be...
How many would look at the face first?
I think...
You said 35.
I think it would be even lower than 35.
Even
Jim.
lower?
Yes.
Sounded like you were going to say higher, then you went lower. Interesting. 35 and lower. The actual number of women nudists who said when they meet a nude man, the first thing they look at is his face is 63, not lower. Very much higher. You had the right logic, I think. They think it's natural, so naturally they look at the face first. And Dave starts the match with a 10.
Change that 10.
William McQuestion, he can change it to a 6.
Ooh, higher.
Higher than a 6. Yes, a 10.
Freeze.
Taking a one-card advantage. And remember, anytime you can run it all the way across, it is a $500 bonus. By freezing, that eliminates that opportunity in this match, or in this game, I should say. Nancy, we asked 100 senior citizens across the country, do you think life was better before we had television? How many senior citizens said yes, life was better before TV?
I believe senior citizens would think that because people sit in front of television too much and they put on a few pounds and they don't get out and do things that they should do and get out into the air and so on and so forth. And I believe senior citizens would think that way. So I'd say that number was going to be...
How many think life was better before television?
I think it'd be fairly high. Let's go with 56.
56 out of 100 senior citizens felt that way, Dave.
I gotta believe that it's just a little bit higher.
Higher than that, even. The actual number of senior citizens who said life was better before television is 44. Not higher, lower. Nancy. Now, you had them mistaken on that one, so we'll see what Nancy starts off the game with. A 2.
Woo! Higher.
Higher than a 2. An 8.
Okay, let's go. Lower.
She's a gambler on the middle card. Lower, and she's right with a 5.
Higher.
She's going to gamble again. Higher, and 8 now. With a middle card, do you freeze or do you try for the bonus?
Higher.
She's going to go for it. If it is higher, she wins the game, plus a $500 bonus for the run. Is she right? No. Took a chance on a middle card, and all the way back to the base card she goes. Dave with a free chance on a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10, a 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher, an ace for the first game of the match. Yes, Dave wins it. Oh, Nancy, you were so intent on running it. You went on that 8, and it backfired.
It did. I should have froze.
Game 1. But it's such a temptation. You're right on the verge, but if you miss it, you're all the way back to that base card. Your decision, as always. It's a fascinating rule. I'm glad we put it in. And now, the same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. Dave with a 1-game lead starts this one. We asked 100 single women, does a romantic setting with soft music and dim lights really make you more willing? How many single women said a romantic setting and soft music does make them more willing?
Oh, that's a tough one. That really is. Because some of the women like that type of thing, and other ones know exactly when they're going to go there, what they're going to do, and what they're not going to do at the end of the evening. And I would say that would be about 59.
59 out of 100 said yes.
Being a lady person, I think the soft lights and the romantic music and that type of atmosphere would definitely be conducive to romance. And I want to go a little bit higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of single women who said a romantic setting and soft music does make them more willing is 85. Nancy's right. The woman's point of view prevailed on that one. Nancy starts off this game with a 10.
I'll change that card.
And a big change because it looks like Nancy's a gambler, starting with a 7 near the middle.
I'll go lower, Jim.
It's the odds. She's got a feeling lower. No. Should have gone with the odds, and it backfires again. Dave with a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 9.
Please. Dave's
playing conservative, and so far it's paying off for him. Can Nancy make a comeback? We'll find out after this. Come on, Nancy.
There's a possibility.
Well, game 1 going to the champion in the middle of game 2. Again, as the champion is moved out with a 1-card advantage. He's frozen with a 9, needs 3 cards. Nancy with a 7 needs 4. Question 2 going to Nancy. Nancy, a judge in Texas, has ruled that the public schools must educate the children of illegal aliens at public expense. So we asked 100 people, do you approve of the judge's ruling? How many people agree that the schools must educate the children of illegal aliens at public expense?
This is a tricky question because a lot of people are so worried about their tax money now and they don't want to let go of it. And I don't blame them. But at the same time, people are going to be living in our country and I think they should be educated because they're going to be part of our country. So I hope that they think like I do, and the majority would say, that is about...
How many approve of
62 would approve of
62 out of 100 agree with the judge that the schools must educate illegal aliens.
I think people are optimistic, and you know, when they're thinking about it, they're saying this is great. But when I think it comes down to their dollar, they're going to be a little bit hesitant. I'll say lower.
Lower than that. A lot of agreement from the audience. I hope you've made a decision at home. As always, the actual number of people who agree that the schools must educate the children of illegal aliens at public expense is 26. Very much lower. Dave, you got it very much lower. Now Dave can change that near middle card to a 7 right on the other side. Higher, he says. A queen. Lower than a queen. A 4 for another crack at the big money in the championship. Yes! Dave wins it again. Well, Nancy, he's a tough opponent.
Yes, he is.
We thank you for joining us. We have some nice party gifts for you.
Thank you, Jim.
Nancy Skelton. Thank you, Nancy. Dave Zingle, come on down here with me, sir. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Isn't it nice you stayed over instead of going home? Just quietly picking up money there, right?
I like Hartford that much, but today, I love Los Angeles.
Now, you be careful now with those 7s, 8s, and 9s over there. Be very careful. You cut the money cards?
Yes, I did.
All right, let's get over and play them right now. Come on, Dave. Hop up. Here we go. Come on, Dave, said someone in the audience. Yeah, we're all with you. Now, you know how it's done. $200, 3 cards, 3 in the next level. 7 cards in all, but if you can go double, double, double all the way to the top, $28,800 could be yours right now. Good luck. Here's $200. And you can change the base card if you need to. Thank you, Chris. We'll start Dave off with a 2.
Higher, all of it higher.
$400 if this card is higher than a 2. Yes, with a 6.
200 higher.
$200. Good size bet on a 6. He says higher, and he's right just enough.
$100 higher.
Not getting so carried away with a 7 this time.
Sir, not this time.
$100 higher.
That's okay.
Good you held back
okay.
because now you've got a better card. You're going to have another 200 when we move up to 3. 700.
600 higher.
$600 higher than a 3. Yes, with a 10. 1,300.
Ooh, I don't know. I will say 500 lower.
Good size bet. $500 lower than a 10. No. But you don't lose. We just keep the 1,300. You're still looking at a 10.
I'll go again. 500 lower.
He still has confidence in the bet. 500 lower. Right. $1,800. We move up the worst card in the deck.
Change that card.
Big change. Let's see another good one
Please,
for
a good
$1,800
one.
and the big bet. Dave will play a queen. Kind of tough. You haven't seen any big ones.
$1,800 lower.
Who's going to bet it all? We haven't seen a big card. Let's not see one now. Let's see one lower. $1,800 lower than a queen. Yeah! I was so afraid we did not see another face card, but you had courage and it paid off, Dave. Way to go. Scared me a bit with no kings and aces out there. But Dave Zingle, our fugitive from Hartford, $11,200. Beautiful job. We'll have a new challenger in a moment right after this. There you go. David, way to go. 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Lori Rodich. Hello, Lori.
Hi, Jim.
I know we're running out of time, so let's find out where you're from and get to business.
I'm a housewife from Canoga Park.
We're delighted to have you here. We'll find out more about you in the next show, but right now I know you want to get started.
Yes.
You cut the cards, Lori?
Sure did.
Here we go. Question to you, Dave. Dave, we asked 100 women. Have you ever looked at another woman and thought, if I spent the money she does, I'd look terrific too? How many women have thought if I spent what she does, I'd look terrific too?
I think there's a lot of people, a lot of women that are, really like this vanity thing. Not that it's good or bad, but I think with the money thing, I'd say 75.
75 out of 100 say, yeah, if I spent that money, I'd look terrific too. Higher or lower?
I agree with him, but I think it's lower.
A little lower than that. The actual number of women who've looked at another woman and thought if I spent what she does, I'd look terrific too, is 65. Lori is right. It is lower. And the challenger starts off the
Good
cards
card.
with a queen.
I'll take it and go lower.
Lower than a queen. A 6.
Freeze.
And Laurie just takes that 1 card advantage.
Yeah.
She gets settled in with a
I'm
little bit of a
happy.
lead. We've run out of time. We'll finish this match on our next Card Sharks. Nice people in the audience today from Boston, Massachusetts, Pullman, Washington, and Toronto, Canada. Thank you for joining us. See you next time on Card Sharks.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.